the Chicago Bears are waiving wide receiver Dazz Newsome. So let's talk about it. What is going on, y'all? Fox Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, man. I felt here to talk about the Chicago Bears and here to talk about this news that just dropped about wide receiver Dazz Newsome, who was a 6th round pick last year. So from the previous regime, the Pace and Nagy one, not the current one, the Poles and Eberflus one. And yeah, folks, the news just dropped, so I wanted to react to it. So first reaction right off the bat is not that surprised, to be honest with you. Dazz Newsome had a pretty pedestrian, actually just flat out bad preseason showing. He had a lot of muffed punts. He had some drop issues. Like, this is a guy who, when given the opportunity, didn't take advantage of it. And I know the wide receiver room for the Bears isn't very good, but we still had a lot of depth pieces, and Newsome was expected to beat out all those guys, and he just couldn't do it. He just couldn't do it. So I know a lot of Bears fans had high hopes for this guy from last year and hoping that he could turn into something, but it never really came to fruition here, and the new regime never had any ties to him. So he's gone, and hopefully he gets a fresh start with another team. But yeah, it just wasn't working out for Dazz Newsome in Chicago. So with Newsome out of the picture, we obviously know he's not going to make the roster, the 53-man. Let's take a look at the depth chart for the Bears in terms of their receiver room. So now we are left with Darnell Mooney, Byron Pringle, Equanimeous St. Brown, Velus Jones Jr. To me, those top four are locked to make the 53. We know that. And then right behind him, we've got N'Keal Harry, who's hurt right now, Dante Pettis, and Tajae Sharpe. I know there's other guys like Isaiah Coutier, like etc., but I don't think those guys make the roster. It's really between Harry, Pettis, and Sharpe. Do the Bears carry 7 receivers, or do they carry 6 and get rid of one of these between Harry, Pettis, and Sharpe, right? So let's see how N'Keal Harry comes back from his injury, or what his timeline is. But my money is probably on either one of Dante Pettis or Tajae Sharpe getting cut. Potentially, and we carry 6 receivers instead of 7. We could still carry 7, we'll see. But Dazz Newsome out of the picture now, folks, and like I said, not too complicated to understand why. He just didn't perform well. Other guys play better. When you are on the roster bubble, you have to be on your A game, and he just wasn't. You saw in the preseason, yeah, he had some flashes, had a touchdown catch here and there, but more bad than good for Dazz Newsome. So now the wide receiver room getting a little bit clearer. We're going to start seeing these cuts coming. I'm going to keep you guys updated here. But yeah, give me your guys' thoughts on Dazz Newsome getting cut and waived by the Chicago Bears. Leave a comment down below as always. Thanks for watching.